The Vaasa region is Finland's leading region for energy technology, and its energy cluster is renowned for its strong expertise in decentralized energy production and energy use solutions. As the EnergySampo Innovation Ecosystem Orchestrator, Sari Kola works in close cooperation with partner companies ABB, Danfoss, Hitachi Energy, Wärtsilä, Vaasa Region, VEO, and VNT Management to achieve common goals of the ecosystem, development of systemic energy systems and promotion of their export. In this interview, Sari stresses the importance of collaboration in ecosystems.
EnergySampo purpose is to create and innovate systemic solutions for the energy sector, enabling carbon neutral society. We have positioned ourselves as an innovation ecosystem, meaning that there's quite a bit of informal and formal collaboration between the parties. The key activity that we do are system level pilots that are like startups with industry scale funding needs. So they are about 30 to 50 million pop. When we talk about system level activities, first you need a system level problem, and then you need to innovate a system level solution. Developing the solutions that do not exist call for focus, money, and then continued effort. And my focus as the orchestrator of Sampo is to kickstart these activities. So we do workshops, we identify funding, we develop funding applications, and in general there's quite a bit of inter-organizational multi-party collaboration that takes place within the context of companies. Well, I think that today the entire strategic paradigm is changing. So world is getting more complex. Regardless of the company or organization, we do have quite many public organizations that are part of the collaborative structures as well. Cities, for example, are super important stakeholders, also national level. National innovation funders like Business Finland in Finland is super important. But nevertheless, the need for collaboration comes from the increasing complexity of the business environment. Digitalization is shaking the foundations of every business model, regardless of the industry. And quite frankly, I don't believe that anybody today can do it alone. So you need to collaborate to deliver the complexifying value propositions for your customers. That's one thing. And then secondly, we have wicked problems like climate change, aging population, and so forth. The entire healthcare sector is a mess. So the complex societal and environmental problems are typically the type that organizations cannot solve alone. In literature, this has been called co-opetition. When you come to the day-to-day activities, there it's extremely important to define the different forms of collaboration. So if you talk about cluster, for example, cluster is a semi-permanent establishment of companies that operate in the same geographical area or in the same or closely related industry sectors, right? So we agree upon that. But then if you look at the more thorough collaboration between companies, what the companies that I work with have worked or collaborated upon along the years is type of systemic deliveries of the current scope of solutions. And this means that then typically there is a lead company that integrates the solution. ABB does that for their customers. Hitachi Energy for their customers, and so forth. And those systemic deliveries are based on mutually agreed contractual scope that concerns the end customer. And they are more, let's say, defined collaboration. We can call them networks. So networks of different types, supply, distribution, outsourcing. But typically that scope of operations concerns the current solutions and involves immediate value capture in the form of revenue when the solution has been delivered. When we talk about ecosystems and collaboration within different types of ecosystems, business, innovation, knowledge, so then we are talking about the future, let's say 5+ years, or in the energy industry 5 to 20 years, depending on the point of view. Those solutions don't exist yet. They need to be co-developed, and this is where Sampo is actually mostly active. So what we try to do is to look into the future, develop future energy solutions by innovating together, combining our forces. I would love to be not needed, but every single time, and we have these kind of biannual discussions where we look at the let's say set objectives for the next 6 months. Every single time I keep asking that, do you need me to orchestrate the collaboration? And so far the answer is yes, has been yes. So I still have a job, which is kind of good, I guess. But when there are a number of partners that still have different commercial interests, different solution scopes, so there is a need for orchestrator to mitigate and facilitate discussion between the different actors.